Hi, you're on the channel Let's Talk Business, and with you is Dennis Fugel, CPA, Chartered Professional Accountants, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today I would like to continue my conversation about personal tax returns, T1. And today I would like to talk to you about amendment of T1s. Basically, what is it? Amendments. It's fixing your original tax return. What are the reasons for fixing your original tax returns? Maybe you receive amended slip, that need to be corrected. It can be from financial institution, so you receive T5 dividend slip, for example, or interest, and then the financial institution did a mistake and it's supposed to be higher or lower, and they issue you a new one, amended. The same it can be with T4s. Your employer did a mistake in your T4 slip, and he issuing you amended T4. Maybe you forgot to report additional income or additional medical expenses or donations, and we would like to correct it. There's maybe any other reasons that I did not mention, but now you have an idea why we should amend your personal tax return. Okay, so how the process works? The process works, you coming to your accountant or person who prepared for your taxes, and you telling him the reason why you would like to amend to fix your tax return. You providing additional information, and he entering into the system. He providing explanation, because on the bottom you need to provide explanation to the CRA what's happened, and you filing. If you decide not to use the person who originally prepared for you personal tax return, and you would like to go to the new person that's gonna do it from scratch, the process is like this. First of all, he need to do your original tax return. He need to bring his system to the same word we have when you file original to the CRA, to be in the same situation. And only then we can push through the additional information. Basically, we're doing amendments, we're doing correction to your original tax return, and we're pushing through additional information. Then again, we're writing explanation what's happened, why we're amending, and we're sending to the CRA. 2 steps instead of 1 step. And first, if the original person doing for you amendments, it's 1 step because you're coming, providing additional information and explanation. If you're coming to totally to the new accountants, first he is preparing your original tax returns that was filed to the CRA, and only then he is doing the corrections. Okay? Now, it's not necessarily that this issue is a responsibility. You can blame, not responsibility, that you can blame your original accountant who prepared for your personal tax return. Because like I said previously in my videos, the responsibility to submit and to file correct information is on your shoulders, not on the preparer. Preparer is when you gave them the information, his responsibility correctly enter the information into the tax software. But your responsibility to provide all the information to the person who prepared your tax return. If you did not provide the information, he will not enter it. Of course, some gonna ask you and guide you, and gonna ask you additional questions. Do you have this situation? Do you have this? Do you have that? That's what for you paying your money for. You paying your money for the service. You're not paying money to the parrots that repeat after you. You give, he enter, and that's it. Okay, so the good accountant gonna guide you, gonna ask you questions, will know your personal situation, go through the documents with you or maybe without you, and then he gonna say to you if whatever you gave him it's enough or not enough. Also, we're giving you T1 checklist. This checklist contain all the popular income and expenses categories. When you're going and you're putting tick marks, so we're comparing this checklist to the papers that you brought us to prepare. Maybe on a checklist you put a tick mark and you have some income and you actually did not give us this, okay? So we're gonna call you and we'll ask you. Some clients who are returning clients, we know them more in depth. So sometimes we know that he is missing some slip. For example, if you're receiving pension, you did not brought us OS slip, T4 OS slip. There's T4, there's OS slip. then we know to call you and ask, listen, you did not brought us this. Moreover, I can tell you right now we also have this download from the CLA, so we can directly download the information even without bothering you and enter the information that you did not brought us. This is another way for us to verify that the information that you gave us not missing it. That basically having a CLA. Okay, sometimes it can happen that not CLA, not us, none of us have this information. You have it, and it's need to be reported. For example, in which situation that can be foreign income, you're receiving pension from Great Britain because you work over there, and every month you're receiving, I don't know, £100 pension. This need to be reported as a foreign income in a personal tax return. Now, this information won't be on the CRI website. We also wouldn't know about the situation, but you will know. And if you did not provide us this, we're going to file the tax return without this information. And then you say, oh gosh, I forgot to report this income. Then we need to amend your personal tax return basically to correct and include additional income. The result of the amendment can be tax payable or refund. It depends. It works each way. If you forgot to report an income, maybe you're going to pay more taxes. If you forgot to report expenses, maybe you're going to pay less taxes. Everything depends on personal information. Now, sometimes people asking, okay, how long we can come back? Just to let you know, CRA can come back 3 years back and correct your tax returns based on the information that they have on their hands. The same you can also come back without any problem 3 years and can amend your personal tax returns. I can tell you even more. Depends on the personal situation. You even may come back and amend more older returns that you filed. Maybe some that you filed 5 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago. Again, it all depends on the situation and on the issues that you have and what the series allows in this case. It's not straightforward answer that everybody now can amend tax returns, personal tax return 10 years ago. No, it's not. Okay? Every situation have your own solution, and this maybe solution going to be very unique because in your situation you only can allow to go 5 years and not 10 years, maybe even less, I don't know. But the answer, tax answers, it's always depends. It's never cut black and white. No, it's always it depends because a lot of variables coming to the picture that we need to check and see if situation change or not change and what is the CRA position on this issue. So in order to summarize, in order to do correction, amend your personal tax return, you need to bring it to us. If it's existing content that you're coming back, you're just telling him the reason why we're amending. He need to put this explanation and he adding additional information, the software recalculating, and he's submitting to the CRA. If you do not want to use his services no longer, just bring to the new accountant. You're telling to the new accountant, this is what I submitted in the first place, and this is the new information that I have for you. So we're gonna enter the new info. We're gonna enter the original information that you submitted to the CRA to came to the same outcome what CRA have, and then we're gonna do the amendments and we're gonna submit for you. So submission amendments, this is additional service. This service not including any original service that we provided for you to submit a personal tax return. Okay? This is totally new, and you cannot come with you can come, but it's not right because usually we will say it's your obligation. It's not our fault that it was not filed in the first place, because in the first place we probably did not have this information. This information was not available for us. This information was in your hands, and you did not notify us about this. So please notify us about any information, any relevant and not relevant information for the personal tax return. And we will decide and we will guide you, not decide, we will guide you what's supposed to be done. And we, as a professionals, we will know what to report and how to report correctly. So guys, prepare yourself for the tax season. Right now, until February 24, you cannot e-file any personal tax returns or do any amendments. CRA closed their system. So only after February 24, I'm suggesting, depends, we can start moving around March. It depends, like I said before. If you do not have any investments and your only source of income your work of place and you receive T4, yes, definitely in March can be done your personal tax return. If you have any investments, so until end of March, there is a deadline to receive all the slips from the financial institution where you have investments. So basically, a tax return can be start working in April. Okay, so that's why I'm segregating and dividing. Some people can be done in March, some people only in April. Prepare yourself, gather all the information. And if you have any questions, please contact me, write me an email, text. If you have any short questions, I'm more than happy to help. If your question is more serious, more heavy, that required for me to do research, this service will cost money. Okay, more than it, well, you're gonna ask how and why. If it's some sort of income from other countries, we need to see international treaties between Canada and this country, how it affect you. This is not straightforward answer. This demands a research in depth, the issue and the topic that you have. Not always, but usually that's what we're gonna do. So guys, have a nice weekend and gather all your things to the personal tax return season. Bye. Have a nice day.